Hello, Panther fans. Timmy VO here with the Panther podcast. It's been a while.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more.
Not too long. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying warm. Of course, you're in the state of North Carolina. I'm just going to drop some knowledge on you guys. I had a question from one of my TikTok fam. What's up, guys and gals? And I wanted to break it down and put it on YouTube as well. So you guys enjoy this. It's a compare contrast between offensive efficiency from 2024 and 2025 seasons. I put it together by taking all the box score stats from the 2024 season and all the box score stats from the 2025 season. Compiled that together, throw it up on chat, did a nice prompt, had a great conversation, and broke it down for you guys. It's really telling, and needless to say, we're trending in the right direction. So check it out. Keep pounding. Hello, Panther fans and football fans. Timmy VO here with the Panther Comms podcast. We're going to talk about offense. I'm going to talk football. I'm going to get a little nerdy with you, and hey, we're trending in the right direction. I mean, obviously, we have more wins than last year. I mean, that's great. Defense was a lot better than last year. I mean, the previous year than the 2024 year, I should say. That's also great. But the offense, man, it's great to see. So let me show you something. So let's start with number one, offensive success rate. Right, the definition locked in is a drive is successful if it produces points, right? So reaches the red zone, gains 40 or more yards, or earns 2 or more first downs. Based on 2024, the success rate was at around 38.7%, was exactly at 38.7%. And 2025, as you can see, is 45.9% at 7.2 curve upwards. Folks, we're trending in the right direction, right? It's material improvement, not noise, folks. It's real. Bryce was in his second year with Canals. He had a full season to digest his system, to understand his system. And then, of course, you bring in somebody like Ted Aroa, and it really turns things around. I would mention the run game, but overall, we were a pass-heavy offense last year in comparison to the year prior, simply because, again, Bryce is the primary reason why we're getting points up on the board.
Pretty consistent. Bryce is really consistent in terms of his prep, our normal conversations throughout the week, checking with Brad, checking with Will, checking with myself, making sure we're all on the same page for the purpose of the things. And, he goes out there to practice, and he just continues to lead the group and make sure that we get to the right play. And his demeanor stays pretty even, and which is why he's performed really well for us in critical situations, All
right, so effectiveness metrics, all right, so outcome focused, all right, so we'll look at this little compare contrast graph here. Well, not really a graph, but yeah. So the metric, so you have points per drive, you have red zone touchdown rate, you have explosive plays, which is 20 plus yards per drive, and you have empty drive rates, okay, and turnovers per 10 drives. 2024, you can see there, the points per drive is 1.83, not very good. Red zone touchdown rate was at 62%, which is not bad. Explosive plays, not very many, well, in either year, but there was again a trend upwards. Empty drive rate, we really dropped that, which is good. And turnovers per 10 drives, we were taking care of the ball a little bit better this year as well. All right, and again, compare contrast. Everything is trending in the right direction with this offense. Okay, especially when we're talking about explosive plays. All right, and yes, Rico has something to do with that, obviously. But I'll tell you what, if we get Brooks back, and he's actually an influence on our offense, we're going to be just fine. All right. Okay, so third, we're going to look at the efficiency metrics. All right. So process focused. All right. So we're talking about yards per play, plays per drive, and third down conversion. Okay. So we're looking here at yards per play. 2024, we have 4.10. All right. And we're trending upwards with a plus 0.58. Every yard or half yard matters, especially when you're talking about yards per play, because we know you're going through an entire season here. Okay, so plays per drive, all right, so at 6.43, and we're going to a 6.91. Again, trending upward. Time of possession per drive, went from 2 minutes and 34 seconds to 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Again, trending upward. And the third down conversion rate. Now we didn't convert our third downs like we should have To be honest with you, that was really our Achilles as an offense. But we are trending upward. Okay, big difference. Now, let me also add that in 2024, Bryce missed, if I'm not mistaken, he missed 4 games. Well, excuse me, he didn't start in 4 games. He actually played in a couple, a little garbage time stuff. But I believe he missed 4 games in 2024. He only missed 1 game in 2025. Is that a part of the? All right, I'd say yes, but anyway. All right, so bottom line, the evaluation here, right? Just to wrap this up for you folks, and thanks for checking out the Panther Cons podcast. Was the Panthers more successful in 2025 than 2024? Fuck yeah. Yes, decisively. Why? Success gains will drive right? So not isolated to scoring variance. Okay, so it was all elements of the offense, the passing, the rushing, everything improved. But more importantly, I would say the emergence of Coker being more of a significant piece.
That is an American badass.
Bringing in Evans, bringing in Rico obviously had an impact, but Tetaroa, 1,000+ yard receiving his first year under Canales is huge there. Improvements occurred in both effectiveness, results, and efficiency. Obviously, I just mentioned that. And turnover suppression plus explosive rate growth explains the majority of points gained. We're trending in the right direction, folks. This profile reflects an offense that controlled possessions more often, not one that relied on sporadic scoring spikes like we were doing in 2024. So it's important to have the right people in place, and it's important to have everybody on the same page. 11 on 11. It requires execution. It requires people honing in on what they do as a player. This also ties into the fact that I really think that Dan Morgan's going to go after our O-lineman in the first round, especially with the significant injury to Icky, the uncertainty of Christensen and some of these other players on the offensive line. And Moton's obviously getting older. Big Damien, he had a relatively good season in terms of his health, but Father Time is undefeated. With this breakdown I just gave you, just keep it in the back of your mind. The depth of our O-line is another reason why we were able to have these kind of numbers and this kind of success in going forward as a football team. The O-line, no matter who rotated in, were able to do their job for the most part. We played some good defenses this year. Yeah, this is great to see. Expect more of the situation coming out. Of course, I'll do a defensive breakdown in terms of game stats from the PDF from NFL.com and the official game box, the official game book box score for these games. Our offense looks great, folks. In comparison to, they look great. So don't worry. But always keep pounding. Thanks for checking out the podcast. Subscribe. You're going to want to.